And good morning. And the day kicks off for all of us with quite a bright start, thanks to this continued ridge of high pressure, with temperatures largely all at or above seasonal averages, although it'll be a bit nippier in rural areas. And it's going to feel pretty brisk in that wind there, so scarves and hats and gloves today. But if you look here over the Atlantic, you can see this very nasty patch of low pressure, which, as it makes landfall, will bring squally showers to parts of West Wales, Northern Ireland, the west of Scotland, moving in by lunchtime to the Midlands, parts of the north, and that rain's likely to get pretty heavy at times. Plus, there's a weather warning from the Met Office, river levels being what they are, of potential risk to life. And those wind speeds will pick up by lunchtime to 40 miles an hour, so be careful if you're out on the roads this afternoon. However, moving east, here there's a run of fine weather until round about tea time, with even some sustained sunny spells. Lucky old East Anglia. But by the rush hour, that rain's pushing in again, and it may even turn wintry on the higher ground. So a chilly evening for all of us, with temperatures struggling to get above zero. And that's all your weather. How's that from your point of view? No. Damn. Genuinely really annoying. Actively, consciously trying not to do that. So, wow. You're shitting me, Tess. Damn. It's genuinely really annoying. I was actively trying not to do that. Literally repeat the mantra. Arms still unless in action. Arms down at your side. Doing that visualization thing you pinged over. Your arms are incredibly heavy. Your arms are made of lead. Genuinely windmilling. Does the body rule the mind, or does the mind rule the body? I don't know. Yeah. Morris is cancelled. This is why I'll never be an actor. Got this hard-wired resistance between my impulses and what I do physically. My dad said it. You're cack-handed, lad. Maybe I should get assessed for, what is it, dyspraxia? Maybe I've got an undiagnosed special need. We could even turn this to our advantage. Weatherman battles mystery neurological. No, obviously, not your problem. Problem's all mine. You get my text? Just an informal spitball over a drink. Oh, you did get it. I mean, totally as colleagues, of course. Kick a few formatty ideas about, stress test a few scripty things. Producer to presenter. Check in about prospects for the lunchtime gig. I think we both benefit from, or even just a quickie, a quick drink. Oh? Yeah? Oh, got you. Way too early. Me too. Sun over the yardarm, rocky road. Oh, maybe just over a coffee. On me? Me too. Caffeined out. Buzzing. Yeah, no worries. You've got news all day. I've got long-term weather forecasts to peruse. Stack of Met Office briefings to do. I was just... had a bit of downtime and no particular place to go. Oh? Cassie? Yeah. Yeah, that's gone a bit south. Storm warnings. I mean, we still, love each other. We must do. Jesus, it's been 20, August 2000, 20 long years. What would it mean for that to just cease? Yeah. Yeah, we're still discussing the whole access thing with Safi. I still call her Safi. She's got this line about that being, what does she call it? Nominative gendering. Say you're 14, I'm your dad, I actually gave you the name, yeah? What if I don't want your rubbish cis name? Tough. How do you think I feel about the name Jeremy? Probably a bit old school for someone of your generation. No. No, not chucked out, no. I can go home any time. I just don't choose to. Atmospheric pressure low. High winds, risk of ice. Yeah. Yeah, Cassie's always had this thing about me and my glamorous job. I keep trying to tell her it's just me in a studio, waving my arms about like a badass wind turbine. Glamour ain't in it, babe. But we're talking it through. Case conference. We're sorting it. Great. So, what's my slot tomorrow? Oh, come on. You cannot. Plus, I think that's completely overstated. The public are sick of doom-mongering about one more variant of the common cold. Well, could you inform them that I simply cannot do any meteorological justice to anything less than 2 minutes? I simply cannot. Okay. Okay, 1 minute 30. Okay. Your best offer. So, May went out with a real record breaker, the mercury hitting a stunning high of 38 degrees Celsius at noon up in Runcorn, of all places. Highest May temperatures since records began, in Runcorn at least. And June's not bringing any relief. In fact, if we take a look at the national picture, Literally not a weather front to be seen. Clear skies right over Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, the Midlands, right down the east coast. And apologies to all you gardeners out there, but we're still looking at all this really warm air pushing northwards from the Sahara, superheated air. And here's the increasingly capricious jet stream staying north of all this, keeping the wet weather in a belt right across the North Atlantic. If you want rain, pop on an EasyJet to Iceland, which right now, of course, is not an option. So it's the same today as it was yesterday, and likely the same tomorrow. Scorchio. But let's look on the bright side. We're getting good at that. Oh, yes. Break out these socially distanced barbecues, slap on the sunblock, and shield in the shade. And that's all your weather. Well, that was more than slightly shit. Seem to have got the arms sorted though, yeah? That whole your arms are made of heavy, heavy stone visualization works a treat. Ooh. Feels like there's something in my earpiece. Wax build up around it. Sorry. TMI. Just not sleeping brilliantly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now permanently resident at my brother's. Josh. Yeah. Joshua and Jeremy. Lot to answer for, my folks. Yeah, my younger bruv. Lives out Staines way. Oh, he works from home. Wife's furloughed. Kids are all over the place. Staines. What a charmless and well-named place that is. Staines. Not that I get to see much of it. Yeah, right under the flight path, although that's weirdly quiet. And my God, is it hot, hot, hot in his spare room. Insanely large dormer window which won't open, so you just have to fry in your juices. It's like being stuck on a microwave on full whack. Still, I get to see the satellites winking like stars. Supermoon, the odd meteor shower, recumbent on my sleep mat, butt naked. Oh, sorry. TMI. Family's asleep in the hot dark as I leave. They've got this psychotic rescue cat called Roland, and for reasons of his own, Roland has taken a personal dislike to me. If I so much as breathe, Roland gives out this unholy wail like some sort of mad muezzin, some sort of free jazz sax solo. Like, Sunday, I did a Dominic Cummings. Saw Saf. I miss her, even if she doesn't miss me. Nowhere to go, just hot car parks, supermarkets with too cold aircon, Saf mostly on her phone. I always ask her if she wants me to come in and speak at school. Yeah. You think they'd snap me up? Celebrity weatherman. I don't go to school now. The pandemic, duh. Duh, indeed. Man in his 50s living like a student. But this is the new normal, right? No. No. Can't get to see the old man. Ironically, Josh moved him into a care home in Basingstoke. Now they won't let us in. Not one of your classier care homes. Virus moving through it like malware on Pornhub. I glimpsed him at the toilet window once. He had no idea why he was being hoisted up by some Bulgarian guy in homemade scrubs. Hard to know if he even recognised me. If I hated Basingstoke then, now I want to destroy every brick of it. Me? No! Originally from, well, Forest of Dean. Gloucestershire, hence the comforting burr, apparently appeals to the older female viewer. Simmons Yacht. River Wye plunging into a gorge. You've never heard of Simmons Yacht? Wow. I'm sort of offended by that. Well, it's a bit touristy, but if you ask the right folk, you can still get proper scrumpy. God, top childhood. Girls in cheesecloth shirts, kamikaze swings over the gorge, off our heads in the beechwoods, wishing we had the bus fare to Monmouth. Shouting out shit songs by Sham 69 or the Ruts. Oh, how do you explain the Ruts to a millennial? Well, we're better to start them with their eponymous track, In a Rut. You're in a rut, you've got to get out of it, out of it, out of it, out of it, out of it. You're in a rut, you've got to get out of it, out of it, out of it, out of it, out of it. You're in a rut, you've got to get out of it, out of it, out of it, out of it, out of it. Repeat ad lib to fade. Enjoy this part of the day, Tess. Sorry, red line. Back to the microwave and the long empty hours scrolling through satellite feeds. So, how long's my slot tomorrow? 1 minute? Oh, Jesus. Well, no. Well, so what if there's a briefing? We already know what Pratt Hancock's going to say. I'm sorry, Tess. 1 minute is totally unacceptable. One minute it is. Autumn, season of mist and mellow fruitfulness, as Keats once wrote. My daughter did him for her cancelled GCSE. Well, Old Mr. Keats got something right in that there's likely to be a touch of mist during your morning commute if you're in the Lincolnshire Wolds. So easy as you ton it down the A62, my impatient Eddie Stobart friend. Otherwise, we're looking at some unseasonable squalls of rain. Why squall? Borderline aggressive squall. Yeah, Blade Runner's got nothing on this rain. This is nasty stuff, this is. I won't say biblical, but I will say time to get the tarp off the old ark. And if you're unlucky enough to be in Basingstoke or even Staines, stay indoors and pile up those sandbags. Gonna need some sandbags, people. But seriously, if you must go out, and most of us key workers must, take a big brolly. And there may actually be a God, because things get really interesting round about lunchtime. And this is one malevolent deity, more Zeus than your average Judeo-Christian God. We're talking serious hailstones, lightning. Where's that season of mellow fruitfulness gone? And apologies to any farmers watching if I'm empowered to apologize on behalf of the weather. These days, all any of us seem to do is apologize, when those who should be doing the apologizing we hear nothing from. Yes, I'm talking about you, HM government. What it is, you see, is my dad was a farmer before he realized it was a mug's game. Foot and mouth did him in. Younger viewers, if we have any left, will not remember foot and mouth, the last pandemic but one. Entire herd of Herefordshire cows summarily executed by a team of vets from Cheltenham, thanks to the last lot of know-nothing politicians acting on scientific advice. Biggest barbecue the Borders had ever seen. The smell of inedible burning meat in a fire and like 20 Nandos. Well, my dad, who sadly just passed, I'll leave you to guess what from, never recovered from government advice, this time or that. Oh, okay. Back to the weather. One word, really. Rain. 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 More rain. And that's all your weather. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. No, I wouldn't say I'm drunk. Not as sober as I've been. Not my finest hour, perhaps, but I felt something cleansing about that. A lot of people right now are really angry. I'm one of them. Because what we do here is increasingly an act of deception. In that we come in, we do our spiel, make our pat gestures, arms by our sides. We try to say, guys, today's another normal day. Might be the odd anomaly, but it's only weather, right? But we know the averages. We know the patterns. We know this is far from normal. But even in the midst of this shit show, there's still a forecast. The sun will still obediently rise tomorrow in the world of brightly lit studios, and men in makeup life proceeds to plan. And that's, lies. That's downright deception. It's like we're tied to the stake, waving through the flames. It's fine, turned out fine. It's like we're air stewardesses, and the plane's going down,
And here we are, standing here performing some bullshit ballet about the brace position when we know full well the captain slumped over the dashboard and the ground's rushing up to meet us. Well, fine. So, what are we going to do tomorrow? What exactly can you do? Cancel the weather? They don't give a shit about the news. The only reason they're watching is for the weather. So it's me or a green screen of fuck all? Yes. Yes, I have been, as you say, under the weather. And yes, I know you wouldn't see a performance like that from Thomas Schaffenacker or Carol Kirkwood or even Michael fucking Fish. And yes, I know a place awaits me on local news at any time. And I also know that you, who I have come to trust, have spoken to the higher-ups. That is, you have triggered your entirely valid concerns to HR. Because they don't want a human being out there. They want a cuddly toy fronting up the clusterfuck of isobars, smiling away the climate emergency. Okay. Looks like we're on Twitter. Result. Let's make this official. I quit. So, 2022's off to a really sunny start in Cromer and coastal areas. It'll be really very pleasant in Sheringham, Wells next to sea, right over to Hunstanton Way. Might even reach highs of 20 degrees Celsius. New Year's Day. Further inland, those nasty persistent fires in the north of the Fens are generating some very weird weather over Chatteris and Wisbeach Way. For those of you not yet evacuated out of area, government advice remains to keep all curtains closed, seal any single glazed windows or letterboxes, and maybe dig out your old face masks. We're hoping, praying for some cloud formation in the weeks to come, but there's no sign of that yet, I fear. How we used to deplore the humble cloud. Be careful what you wish for. It's a great shame, such a lovely part of the country, and I speak as a recent incomer. Oh, in the west of the region, some curious dust clouds and particulates are causing pretty poor air quality over St Neots and Bedford. Stay indoors if you can. If you can't, those masks are strongly advised. And visibility on the A428 will be very low, so keep your speeds right down. Otherwise, it's a warm, even summery beginning to the year. I won't say unseasonable, as the seasons are all over the place. Winter, it seems, is yet to arrive. That's all your weather. Thanks. Yeah, Well, keep religiously to the script these days. Learned the hard way not to extemporize too much. I like a bit of the personal in there. How's the arms, by the way? Not too lively for you? Good job, arms. Stand down. Nice to work in a place where it's not career suicide to move your arms. Yeah. Bit grim. It's weird to feel frightened of an unduly sunny day, to dread the weather, which I sort of do. I miss the snow so much, don't you? Oh, still enjoying the more localized focus, actually. You can be more granular. Forecast might even be right. And appreciative audiences, getting fan tweets, more than I'm accustomed to. Hang on. A drink? Wow. Okay. A social drink? Well, it'll have to be non-alcoholic on my part. Okay. Thanks, Carrie. It is Carrie, right? Shit. No, I can't. Sorry. I mean, I'd love to. It's just my daughter's coming to stay. Well, I say my daughter. She's actually gone non-binary. Is that the technical term? Was called Saffron. Now goes by the name of Sky. Sky. It's growing on me. Well, I'm trying to rise to the occasion. I've done up their room with fairy lights, made up their bed, ordering in vegan burgers, even if that is a contradiction in terms. I'm scared to death, if I'm honest. I thought we might watch a movie. Perfect Storm? Rain Man? Cloud Atlas? What do you think? I don't know what the young like anymore. But they have elected to live with me, which makes me strangely proud, given all I've got is a 2-room flat on the outskirts of Huntingdon. Still, it's our 2-room flat on the outskirts of Huntingdon. Home is where I want to be, but I guess I'm already there. Oh, no way! Genuine Talking Heads fan. There's none too many of us left. Speaking in Tongues, right. Top album. I remember the day I bought it, ran home, slapped it on the turntable. Side 2, track 4. I've got this incredible urge to sing it. Shall we duet? How would you feel about that, Carrie? Count of 4? 3, 4. Home is where I want to be, but I guess I'm already there. Hang on, how does it go? I'm just an animal looking for a home. Share the same place for a minute or two, and you'll love me till my heart stops. Love me till I'm dead. Speaking in tongues. Burning down the house. Pull up the roots. This must be the place. Speaks to me now more than ever. Yeah. I'll be up for that drink, Carrie. Non-alcoholic. Tomorrow any good? I could come to you. Government regs permitting. Tomorrow's fine, weather-wise. Okay, tomorrow it is. Oh, what's my slot tomorrow? 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute's absolutely fine.